Well, how's it going this evening, folks? It is a beautiful Tuesday night. Not a bad evening. Well, this is kind of a different turn of events. I decided to buy a pontoon boat. I currently had that 50 horse on the 93 tracker. This boat came with it was a 97 50 horsepower Evinrude. I adapted it with a piece of wood. I'm going to paint this like a tan color. It used to have a throttle mount. I ran the cables out the back because I didn't want to buy any more cables. The way they ran them from factory was quite interesting. So we ended up buying a 1997 Sun Cruiser. It's got a plastic floor. Don't mind the seats. We're going to be upgrading those at some point in time. So most things I go out when I interview people and looking at pontoon boats, the average price is anywhere between let's say something 30 years old, 5 to 10 years old. It's $5,000 to $10,000 without trailer. What good is that? So marketplace, Facebook Marketplace is loaded with them. The market is flooded with pontoons. Advisements for buying a pontoon, make sure it's got a trailer. We bought this lovely little pontoon, 20-footer, under $5,000 with a trailer. Both have titles, but we bought it at the end of March. Curve and lesson learned. When I got everything, I got all excited. I got the engine hoist that I wanted. I got it for less than $100. You know, I did all the engine transfers and all that stuff to each boat. Sold the other boat. Gonna miss it. My 93 tracker was a beautiful boat, but with a growing family, you need more space. You need more boat, obviously. So when I went out, I watched a lot of DIYers that did pontoon boats. One thing I learned is I probably shouldn't have bought this thing in the winter, because when May rolled around, I'm ready to put it in the water. I was getting all excited. I was like, okay. I listened to a video about somebody that says do a shake test on a pontoon, but it was winter. I couldn't see that. Unfortunately, our left front tune had, according to the mechanic, had 20 gallons of water in it. Yeah, cost a little bit of money to have it fixed, but in the end, I ended up with a pontoon. It got fixed. It cost me less than $8,000. And I want to let you know that marinas generally sell boats with trailers, but not all of them do. If you're not getting a trailer with your pontoon boat, walk away. Never buy a pontoon in the middle of the winter like I did. I bought it cheap enough, luckily, and I was able to get a good deal. I mean, it's a pontoon boat. It has a composite, I think it was called Kusha board at the time, and you can see that it was an OMC low production boat. Not too bad. But always check the pontoons as best as you can. No one can buy a pontoon perfectly. You have a little water in tune, try to find somebody to do a reasonable repairs. I don't weld aluminum, so I had to go to the marina. Unfortunately, that was one of the bad things about what happened. But the experience so far is amazing. We have a 50 horse on a 20-foot boat with 11 pitch prop. It's a non-high thrust motor. We get almost 21 miles an hour out of it, which I am so glad to say that that's appeasing to me. I'm making pontooning great again. Cruising. I mean, I have all respects for all pontoons out there. But when I was a kid, 30, 20 horses, 50 horses, maybe 48 horses. I'm kind of reliving the past. Let's bring back the older pontoons with the smaller displacement engines and have a little bit of fun. I'm out on Fourth Lake right now. Not a bad day. 86 degrees. And yep, my hair's going all crazy. I look crazy-eyed, but I'm having fun. My radio works on this. The gauges don't because they're not Yamaha, but it works. If you can put a pontoon, if I can put a pontoon together and find it on a marketplace and make it work, you can too. So pontoon boating, the market's flooded. I wish anybody luck that finds a pontoon, puts it together, and makes it their own dream. We still got to make this pontoon great again. That seat right there, well, I don't want you to see it. Oh, yeah. For the money I got in it, I'm a happy camper. I get out to come out in the boat. Fairly good gas economy. And that's about it, folks. I'm going to head back in a little bit, watch the sunset. You all have a wonderful day. And sorry I haven't been on here for a while. Been working, doing things. Please like the videos, subscribe to the channel. It's free. You can do whatever you want. But it's hard to believe this was all frozen. I was out here with my Polaris snowmobile. So, enjoying the warm weather. Everybody have a good evening.